Hey guys, it's your boy Joe back at it again, man. CodingPhase.com. Your boy is back and out and did it again. Listen, guys, today we're gonna talk about, net neutrality and why you shouldn't be worried that much, right? Now, I've seen a lot of articles. I've seen a lot of people crying about it. I've seen a lot of people like, "Oh my God, it's the end of the internet." And to be honest with you guys, I don't see it like that, like at all. And I don't know. I always have this thing where I go against the public opinion of a lot of people most of the time because, people freak out every single day. People start freaking out. They're like, "Oh my God, net neutrality, we won't be able to watch Netflix. We won't be able to watch TV. We won't be able to watch, their Dragon Ball Z, their anime, their porn." It's like, bro, like, calm down. You're going to be able to watch it no matter what. Now, I understand there might be a extra charge. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. People are thinking that it's like, hey man, you go to WorldStar, it's gonna be $10. If you go to Hulu.com, it's gonna be $25. Guys, to be honest with you guys, I really do not think it's gonna be that way at all. And it's not just me being positive. It's not just me acting like, oh my God, this is not a big deal. It's a big deal and not a big deal, because what was there before net neutrality? Think about that, right? What was there before that? Was the world like freaking out? No, right? After net neutrality, did it change your world? I don't think so, right? And now that they're taking it away, does it matter? I don't even think that it's that big of a deal at all. People have been asking me, of course, there's a web development channel, hey, is it going to affect my application? Is it going to affect me being able to make money? Guys, it's not going to affect you. Like, let's be honest. The people that's going to get affected by this, we're talking about Netflix. We're talking about Google here on YouTube. All of these companies, like, they've been making a lot of profit for years. Profit that you don't get nothing out of it. I don't get nothing out of it. None of us get nothing out of it, right? And some might say, hey, but you're getting good content and you're getting free content online and you're getting, HD and 4K and now 8K was about to come out. Now maybe you're not going to get 8K. Guys, I understand that part of it, but I also understand the other part of like, hey man, if I own a company, for example, right? I own a company. And I'm supplying somebody who is technically my competition, the service, and they're basically taking all my money away, and now we're making somebody else rich. Wouldn't I want to charge and put like, hey, there's a $5 charge. If you want to be doing 8K, there's going to be a $5 charge. Will you do that? Yes, you will do it, right? Now, Google, Facebook, or Amazon, freaking YouTube, YouPorn, all of these companies have been making millions and millions of dollars. Nobody gets nothing out of it, right? We're not getting anything out of it. None of, regular people don't get anything out of it. Let's be honest. Let's see, and let's talk about the real situation out here, right? All that's happening is another rich people are getting more money, right? Does it affect me and you? It doesn't affect us, right? What's $5? You know what I mean? Like, what the hell is $5? You get what I'm saying? Like, to pay a $5 fee online, right? If I'm paying $55 for 100 megabytes, was it 100 megabytes down and 100 megabytes up on Verizon, I'm paying $5 extra because net neutrality is down, it's not there no more, and they're like, hey, we're gonna charge you $5 extra plus tax is gonna be $7 extra. Okay, who cares? I'm gonna have the same thing, the same freaking channels, the same websites, everything's still gonna be the same. Now it's up to the subscriber. Do people really care about this content? Maybe, I'll be honest, even with everything that's happening, I think this might be good in a certain way, and it's you. Some of you guys are gonna kill me, right? Y'all gonna be like, "Oh my God, Joe's crazy," but I'll be honest. I'm tired of Netflix. Like, to be honest with you, I'm tired of seeing the same shitty content on Netflix, the same BS shows that they show on Netflix or Amazon. I want to see real content. And what do I mean by that, right? I mean, this, we've been having television for over 50 years, right? Or more, almost 100 years of film and television. Why isn't all that content out there, right? Like, if net neutrality, right? If net neutrality, out of losing net neutrality, we get access to all that content, because now, let's say a Time Warner or Comcast or a Disney, which Disney is buying Fox and all of this other companies. If they come out with a service that's like, hey man, we're gonna give you all those movies that you haven't seen on Netflix because we haven't wanted to share to them. All the shows that we've been creating for you guys on NBC, ABC, and every other channel, we're gonna give you an unlimited plan for $25 a month. Guys, I'm willing to pay that. I'm willing to pay that to have access to all of that content, right? To me, that's what is going to happen out of net neutrality, right? Netflix is not going to be winning no more. Google is not going to be winning no more. Amazon is not going to be winning no more, because they've been banking in on the idea of like, hey, the internet is free. It's like, somebody pay for the internet. There's no, there's no charge between the flow of internet going back and forth. So all the profits goes to them. Now, I've seen people post this up online where it's like, oh man, now my ISP is gonna slow me down when I go to my, my left wing or my right wing content. Guys, I really, really, really do not think they're gonna do that. Why? Because that's why the FCC is there. And now you might say, hey, the FCC is in cahoots with all these people. Yes, they're all in cahoots, the same way how Google is in cahoots with the government, same way how Tesla is in cahoots with the government, how all of these companies work together to censor people. They've been doing this for a while. It's just like, it was Google, it was Amazon, it was all these other places, and now it's going to be switching over to Comcast and Time Warner. Now they're going to have the power. For the regular people, is it going to be something that we're going to be like, oh my God, we don't have our freaking porn sites no more. My Tube, my XNX website, my whatever, my RedTube. Like, guys, your RedTube is going to be right there. The only difference is that, hey, you're not going to be having that 4K back and forth. It's like, hey, unlimited internet just going back and forth without a charge. There's going to be a charge. That's just how the world is. It's always going to be like that, right? It lasted long enough. Let's be honest. It lasted long enough, especially in a country where everything is about capitalism and everybody's about making money. It's like, are you surprised that this is happening? I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? Like, so why are people crying about this? Like, oh my God, like it's the end of the world. It's not. It's just going to be another charge, just the same way how we get charged every day for taxes, same way how we get charged for anything that we buy. There's certain things that are not even worth the money. If I get sick right now, I go to a hospital just to go show up and be like, hey, could you check my blood? That's $800. Is that worth $800? No. So it's like, just because it's on the internet now, don't cry about it, right? You haven't been crying about it in all the other different situations, right? People are crying about like, oh my God, I won't be able to visit my website and I won't be able to do what I want to do. They will never find my website. Currently, right now, people have amazing websites, really cool content out there, and their content is not being found, right? Because of Google. Google monopolized the whole thing. Back in the days, there used to be Lycos, there used to be Yahoo, there used to be, what else? There was Netscape, AOL. Google ate all of that. Google came in and ate everything, right? Like, there is no competition to Google. There is no competition to Netflix. Like, I've been dying to see a competition to YouTube. YouTube is great, but not great at the same time. There's censorship. There's, there are people who are creating content. They can't monetize it. There's so much wrong with the internet of today that, am I gonna cry about net neutrality? No. You get what I'm saying? Like, why are people making such a big deal about this? Like, there's so much other things wrong in the world. Like, you having to pay $5 to $10 extra for the 4K package. Hey, you want the 8K package? And you want to be streaming 8K movies? It's $15. Who gives a damn? Right? There's a lot of stuff that's wrong with this, this country right now. Especially everything that has to do with capitalism. Right? So I hope that people get used to this idea, and I don't understand how they are not used to it yet. Like, you're supposed to know this already. Like, you're telling me in all this time that you've been here, you haven't realized that this country runs around and everything that's connected to this country is all about money. Doesn't matter about the little people, doesn't matter about the people in the middle. Like, this conversations we're arguing, we're talking about net neutrality, and people are saying the little people are gonna pay for this. Nah, it's not really about the little people. It's about, this is more of a transfer of basically power of people who were making money already, transferring it to other people who were making money. We're not making anything out of this. That's it. A $10 charge? Okay, cool. I'll pay you for the $10 charge. But you know what? What this is going to bring out? This is going to bring out other people coming in and being like, hey, you know what? Netflix came in and they had their chance. Because this, to be honest with you guys, this is not about anything besides Netflix, Google, Facebook, Amazon. This thing does not affect anybody else out there. And people are saying, hey man, what if you're a startup and you wanted to create a new service for online? Guys, it's 2017. There hasn't been a startup for video in God knows how long, because this freaking companies, they have such a monopoly around the internet that is ridiculous. Any company starts coming up, they buy them off. So it's like, what startup was gonna show up to freaking actually come in and give competition to Netflix and Google and YouTube and all of these companies? None. I'm being honest, there was no competition out here. Nobody was gonna be able to compete with them. So what happened now? You got the major companies, you got Verizon, you got freaking Comcast, Time Warner, the companies that have internet services, ISPs, and they also have content, right? They're like, yo, we can't do this. We can't be giving them the free, easy access, right? And then they're also taking away all our, basically all our money, because no longer are people paying for cable. No longer are people coming in and watching TV shows. They're paying for Hulu. They're paying for Netflix. They're paying for whatever company out there. YouTube Red. You get what I'm saying? Like, they stopped making money, but they're the ones supplying this, this 3-4 companies with everything. They're supplying them with the free flow of, basically, of like, hey, here's our infrastructure and you make all the money, right? All of that's happening is being transferred over, right? What's going to happen at the end of the day, Google, Amazon, all of these companies, they're not going to be charging more money for the services. What's going to happen is they're going to have to put it cheaper for people to be able to sign up. Netflix started charging, $14, $15 and for a freaking month. They're going to have to go back to that $7, $8 that they used to have to be competitive, right? Because it's like, hey, if I'm paying $10, I'm paying $10 extra for this high-speed internet, and I'm going to pay $15 to you for your shitty content, when Disney has a better service than you, and they also coming with my ISP package, with my internet service provider, why would I use Netflix when I could use Disney? You get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense. Now they're gonna have to compete, right? For us, the user, it's only a set price. Nobody's gonna come in and be like, hey guys, you gotta pay $67 for your internet now, extra, if you wanna get access to everything on the internet. It doesn't work like that, guys. The FCC is there for a reason. If they were to do that, people will literally riot and they will have to take that out, right? The next president is not going to be Trump. The next president is going to be somebody else. Whoever comes in, if they were to do something so crazy like that, where they would charge, $10 for each website, for each service, just to be like, hey, if you want to use Hulu, you got to pay $10 extra. People will riot for that. People will be like, I am not paying for internet, for the internet to be completely different than what it used to be. People will riot. That's what will happen. That's the truth. If you see people rioting for, Wall Street, like, imagine the internet. The internet is the most important thing in the world, period. The internet is almost as important as water. If you're not getting your information, people will go crazy. If you're not getting your content, people will go crazy. They don't want to do that. All they want to do is make their profit. YouTube, Google, all of these companies, Amazon, they made their money. But now the ISPs, Comcast, Time Warner, Verizon, they're like, hey man, we're actually paying for this service and we're losing all our customers that used to pay for content on cable. How are we going to continue paying and giving you free access to it? Like, F you. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they're going to do. And that's what they did. You get what I'm saying? So, for us as developers, right, do we really care about this? Let's be honest. Do you guys think that you guys can compete, create something that's going to compete with YouTube? Do you know how difficult it is? VidMe tried and failed. They had to close it down. A lot of different companies tried and they had to shut it down because it is very expensive no matter what. Even in a small scale, it's very expensive to maintain video and hosting and all of this stuff. The only people that can afford to actually put those services are Netflix, YouTube, Amazon. That's it. Nobody else can afford that. And the moment that somebody starts making something that could compete, those companies come in and buy them off. All right? So, for us, like, are we going to cry for this? Like, this is my question to you guys. Do you guys really think that you're not going to be able to visit your websites? Like this, the whole thing about net neutrality is how much traffic is going in and out, to be honest with you guys, right? It's just to put a hold to it and be like, hey man, you see this website? It's running 4K video at a bit rate of, let's say 20,000 or whatever, super crispy. Slow that down. Slow that down, bring it down to 1080p. Am I gonna cry if my video is 1080p? No, I'm not. You get what I'm saying? Like, people are over here making this thing so freaking big and so, like, monumental. It's like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. Guys, like, there's so much things that are wrong in this country, really, to be, like, crying about this. Like, you're gonna have to pay an extra fee from $5 to $15 for the 4K, 8K package. Do I care about that? No, I don't care about that. I don't care about that. If they tell me, hey man, you only getting 1080p on your service for your $55 that you're getting, you know what I'm gonna say? Okay, cool, thank you. Am I gonna cry because there's not 4K? Like, this is the thing where we come in and we're like, if you break it down and you're like, wait, what? People are talking about that they won't be able to visit their regular websites and this and that. They won't be able to find the small websites. You can't find the small websites right now because Google controls it. So what are we talking about? Are we talking about, hey, we're basically transferring the power to somebody else? That's what we're crying about? We're crying about, hey, we're crying for Google, Amazon, and Facebook and all these big companies because now they're giving back the power back to the ISPs? I don't give a damn. I'm still going to be able to create my content. I'm still going to create my code. I'm still going to create everything that I need to create. Who cares if it's not in freaking 4K? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to cry about that. Who cares? To be honest with you guys, who cares about Netflix? I really don't care about Netflix. People are crying for Netflix. And I'm like, yo, Netflix is a shitty service. And to be honest with you guys, I don't care about it. I would really like for Disney or NBC or one of those major companies to come up with a service that has all the movies. Even if it's, I gotta pay $25 per month.